this is the final. This is the final one. We simmed all 30 years of football. So yeah, so here, all that's left now is stats. So let's see, coach stats. I just want to see how Dr. Tardif's son oh no, I probably can't see it, can I? Yep. We can't even see his record. That kind of stinks. Oh, here's the legacy leaderboard. Yep. Dr. Tardif with the... Yeah, ridiculous. It's 64,000 legacy score. 64,000. These are all your head coaches. Oh my gosh, okay. Dr. Tardif is the greatest person in NFL history. Nick Rugemer became a Hall of Famer. Jordan Metzner became a Hall of Famer. Thomas Marchek became a Hall of Famer. Warren. Okay, Myles Garrett's up there. Isaac Crownhart, one Hall of Famer. Mike Fonte, Hall of Famer. Let's see, anybody else? Dave Cuplack, a Hall of Famer. Cadge, a Hall of Famer. 15. He won the most Super Bowls out of anyone. Malachi is a Hall of Famer. Let's see, anybody else? I'm just going. I'm gonna go all the way down this list. Okay. Hoover. Huh. There's Hoover. Okay, QB. Mike Fonte is the greatest QB, slightly over Tom Brady. Halfback. Warren is the greatest running back by a lot. Did I show up at all? I wonder. I was pretty good, you know. I got a lot of touchdowns. Why are you not putting me in there, man? I had a way higher legacy score than any of those guys. Anyway. It was mostly Warren, though. I'll give it to him. Fullback. Simon did not make it. Dave is the greatest receiver ever. By a lot over Julio Jones. I think you can only have like one player per position on the team. Tight end. Malachi is the 5th greatest tight end ever. We didn't really have offensive linemen. Jordan Messner is the greatest left end by a large margin, more than double J.J. Watt. Thomas Marchek and Isaac Crowder are both double what any other one was. Nick Rugemer is way better than Myles Garrett. Dom Mosby is the 5th greatest left outside linebacker. I don't think Joe Spindler made it on here. Yeah, I don't think he made it. Right outside linebacker. I don't think Isidore made it either. That stinks. Corner. Did Nick Counts make it? He had a lot of career interceptions. Yeah, I don't think he made it. No, that stinks. Free safety. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think either safety made it. Safety's just it's hard. Kicker though. Is Ben in here? I don't think so. Punter. Cadge Hughes is the greatest punter of all time. Oh yes. So, those are your legacy scores. Now, time for the final thing. NFL records. Let's just... Actually, wait. But before... I just want to check one thing. Tim Cody, 75,000 yards. I guess he has a brother, Chad Hoover.
This is the player card. This is the development. This is the abilities test. This has a zone ability.
Oh, wow.
This is a power.
Okay, now it's time for NFL records. Let's see. Let's start with games, individual games. So you're looking for records 2020 on, okay? No new records, broken pass yards per game. Passing touchdowns in a game. Mike did it twice. With 7 touchdowns in 2 games. Yeah, that ties the record, yeah. No one's broken 8 in 1 game. Rushing yards in a game. Warren did it twice. 257 and 256, barely making that list for rushing yards in a game. Rushing touchdowns in a game. Warren had 5 in 1 game. Receiving yards in a game. No. Receiving touchdowns. Tyreek Hill did it twice. 5 touchdowns in a game. Catches in a game. Oh, L. Horn had 17 catches in 1 game for the Raiders as a tight end. Huh. Interesting. Defensive sacks in a game. No. Defensive interceptions in a game. Nothing there though. Okay, and now we're moving on to season stats. Passing yards in a season. Nope. Passing touchdowns. Mike got second twice, actually. He almost tied his own record in 2023 and 2032. So he was second in that. And then he did it again, 2031, and Tim Cody also threw 47 touchdowns. So Mike was on that list 3 times. Rushing yards in a season. Warren, that's right, he hit that 2,000 mark once. Oh, 2,022 yards, so that's like 87 yards away. He was 87 yards away from tying Eric Dickerson's record. And then he had 2 other 1,900-yard seasons as well. Rushing touchdowns in a season. He tied LT's record that rookie year. And then he had 24 in 2033. Receiving yards in a season. T. Walton for the Raiders. 1,700 yards. Holy cow. Receiving touchdowns in a season. T. Walton again. That T. Walton guy. 21 touchdowns. He was two away. Tyreek Hill had 20 receiving touchdowns. Marcellinus had 19. Wow, 2033. I'm guessing that's Christian Kirk. Had 18. And T. Overton for the Chiefs had 18 as well. Catches in a season. A. Tucker for the Ravens had 126. Defensive sacks. Isaac Crowder holds the record with 26 sacks in a season. Oh my gosh. And then Nick Rugemer was one behind him with 25. Chase Young broke the record at 24. Jordan Metzner broke the record at 24. And then Jordan was on here again, and so was Marchik with 22. And then defensive interceptions in a season? No. Okay. So now we're going to the final thing. Career stats. Lamar Jackson ends up being the all-time passing leader, passing up Tom Brady by 1,000 yards pretty much. So barely. Mike ends up being third with 76,000 career yards, so ahead of Tim Cody, but I think Tim Cody's still playing, so you probably would beat him. You never know. So these are your final career stats. Passing touchdowns in a career. Mike has had over 100 more than Lamar Jackson. So, and 200 more than Tom Brady. There are those final career stats. Rushing yards. Oh my gosh. Warren, 7,000 more than Ezekiel Elliott. So, and he smashed Emmett's record by 9,000 rushing yards. That is just crazy. I did not have enough rushing yards to make the list because Barry Sanders is there down at 15,000. Rushing touchdowns, Warren. Oh my gosh. What is that? What is that? 70? 73 more touchdowns. Wait, what? And then we both broke Emmett Smith's record. But that means Warren broke Jerry Rice's touchdown record as well. So here's your touchdown leaders. Receiving yards, Jerry Rice. Oh, Dave actually beat Larry Fitzgerald. Dave came in second. He was almost exactly 4,000 yards behind Jerry Rice, but he came super close. Nobody else on this list, though. Receiving touchdowns. Yep, Dave. Oh, Dave. Dave beat Jerry Rice by 5 touchdowns. That is crazy. And Mars had 148, so he was between this T. Walton guy and Terrell Owens. That is just crazy, though. Catches. Dave was third. 150 behind Jerry Rice. And Malachi is up here, too, with between Julio Jones and Travis Kelce. Malachi had, was like 400 behind Jerry Rice. Defensive sacks. Nick Rugemer shatters the sack record by 69. Thomas Marchek, Jordan Metzner and Thomas Marchek are also there. They all beat Myles Garrett, who's the only non-ICA player to beat Bruce Smith for over 200 sacks. He had 241. And then Isaac Cronhart beat him. So all 4 of our defensive linemen beat him. Aaron Donald ends up having 171 career sacks. I do not expect... Yeah. Nick was the closest. He had over 50 career interceptions. I believe he had 52. But yeah, no one's breaking that. Okay, well, those are your final NFL records. And that is literally the end of the series. So, looks like we are going to have to retire and end this series finally. Thank you so much for watching or not watching, because I don't know. But that is going to be it. Oh gosh, I can't believe it. We made it to the end. A lot of people became Hall of Famers, beat NFL records. But most importantly, we had a lot of Super Bowl wins. That's what counts. Alright, well, I'll see you next time in Madden 22. Yeah, Madden 22, when we take the graduating classes of previous years and put them in Madden. We'll see the chaos that ensues. But until then, see you next time.